Channel, Just Being Jaleesa. Um, this video is going to be about my hip arthroscopic surgery that I had on September the 13th. 7 weeks post-op, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm off my crutches. So, as you can see, you could probably see them right there. Put them in a corner. I don't need y'all no more. Well, only with limitations. But anyways, we'll get into that. But I had surgery on September the 13th, which is a Monday, not a Friday. So my doctor said that my surgery is going to be 2 to 3 hours long, but it ended up being like 5 hours long because the labrum tear that I had was bigger than they thought, and the hip impingement was bigger than bigger than what they thought. And so it took longer for them to repair the tear and do the hip impingement. So I was outpatient, so I went home the same day, and they did not put a brace on me. They just put, I just had a huge piece of padding over my incisions and my crutches. They didn't give me a brace. I wish they did, because I probably would have been more stable. Like when I got home, I fell in the bathroom when I was trying to use the bathroom. It was like funny, because when I fell, like I remember it was crazy. Like I fell against the wall, but like it was like a slow fall, and I just slid down, and you just hear my crutches like clack 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 clack. It was so funny. My aunt, she came in and she was like, "What happened?" I was just like, "I fell." Like, she was like, "Look at you. You didn't want nobody to help you, and now look at you on the floor." And I was like, "You're right. You're right." Now, can you please help me out? Like, it was funny. It was funny. But that day, surgery day, wasn't that bad at all. Of course, I was still under anesthesia and wasn't feeling anything. My leg was still super numb, so wasn't feeling anything. But they give you your medications and everything for your post-op and things like that, for your pain and swelling and spasms, all that type of good stuff. But I had a major issue with the medications. I have epilepsy, so they didn't correlate well with my epilepsy medicine. Before the surgery, you have your pre-op appointment with your doctor, and they gave me a whole paper of the medications they was going to give me, and the schedule of like what they want me to do, like post-op day 3, post-op day 4, and then like post-op week 1, post-op week 2, and things like that. So, I did what I was supposed to do. I contacted my neurologist and, sent her the paper, let her know all the prescription medications they wanted to have me use. And she stated that like all the medications on the list were okay. And, I believed her. She's my neurologist, And I know for a fact that I can't take Tylenol, and I know that there are forms of Tylenol that are very like high profile, and so I wanted to like really make sure they knew that, and I told them that, but they obviously didn't listen, and I ended up having like really bad like head trauma. Like my head hurt so bad, like it felt like my brain was about to burst. Like I was really scared. Like I thought I was gonna have a seizure, but I didn't, so thank God for that. But my doctors, they did not listen to me, so it caused the whole situation that really didn't need to happen. And because of that, I changed my neurologist, because I was like, you should have protected me. When I sent you that list, you should have been like, okay, this right here you can't take because it's a high profile Tylenol. So, but we only found that out because my aunt, called the Kroger pharmacist and was asking about all the medications and things like that. So that's how we found that out. So we was able to get me another type of pain medications. So Everything got straight, but it took for, I didn't recover from that until about like day 5 or day 6. And like day 3, they want you to start just like moving around on your crutches. Just the next week, first week, you go to physical therapy. And so, you know, I was like a little bit behind, I started moving late. I didn't start moving until like a day, 2 days before I had therapy. So I had to tell them that, and I was behind and blah, blah, blah. But everything worked out. I'm now caught up and, doing good. Thank God for that, So, you know, check your medications. The doctors are either going to listen to you or they don't, but at least you know that you did what you were supposed to do, like I did. But just on that, and so I have my little notes right here so I won't forget anything, because it's been like 7 weeks. I don't want to forget anything. So when I started my first week of therapy, I started, it was like an hour long. And we didn't do much. We just worked on moving on my crutches and things like that. And, but we started doing more and more as the weeks went on. Of course, they had me to therapy 3 times a week. I was going to say 3 times a day. I meant 3 days a week. I was doing physical therapy. So since I'm like post-op week 7, I've been brought down to 2 times a week. So that's good. So anyways, before I even got my surgery, I did 4 to 5 months of physical therapy. And they knew that I had a hip tear, labrum tear, and a hip impingement, but they just kept wanting to heal it by doing physical therapy. But it just made it worse, and I wasn't improving. So then it was like, oh, well, we're going to do surgery. I'm just like, you done wasted 4 to 5 months of my life doing something that I didn't need to do, and y'all already knew I would need surgery for. So that was kind of frustrating. But since I had surgery in September, in October, they started me with water therapy. I had to start with water therapy after my incisions healed completely, because, the chlorine and all that stuff, they needed it to be healed before I get in the water. Water therapy is like really fun. You get to be in like the pool and move around and stuff, but the first time I did it, it hurt. Like after like the next day I had some pain, because when you're in the water, you don't, because of like the gravity difference, it takes like some of the weight off, and so you feel like you can move more than what you really can. Like I'm doing land therapy as well, so I'm doing 2 types of therapy together. So like water therapy, I'm able to move a lot more smooth, more flow, but land therapy is still like a little iffy. So, but working through it, getting better and better each day, step by step. It's a process. So probably like 3 weeks maybe after my surgery, 3-week post-op, at therapy, they started giving me home exercises to do. And they only started out with like 3 exercises, but now, like, I have so many exercises. Like, I started out with like 3 pages. I started out with like 3 type of exercises, and it's just like stuff like this. But some of these are like the more advanced ones that I'm doing now. But in the beginning, they started me off with like more simple ones. But these have more movement. Also, during that time, you have to move, like you can't be like 90 degrees. Like I wasn't able to sit up like this. Like I had to have like a little lean, like a little slant, and over time they don't want you to like do any type of bending, you have to work your way back up to 90 degrees. But being at post-op week 7, I have worked my way up back to, being able to be 90-degree angle, which I am now. I had therapy yesterday actually, and they took me off my crutches fully. Well, they took me about 3 weeks ago. They took me off one crutch, and I only had to use one crutch. So now, yesterday, I was taking off my other crutch, but with limitations. Like, I can walk and stuff like that, but I can't walk, like, can't go to the store and go to like 4 different stores and without my crutches and just walk and then come home and everything will be fine. Nah, I would be so sore. Tried it before. That was a bad idea. My therapist was like, you wasn't released from your crutches. I was like, yeah, I know. I only had one crutch. Yeah, I thought I was doing my thing, but learn my lesson, y'all. It's a process. Take your time. Don't try to move ahead. But, that was like a lesson learned. So, some things I learned about physical therapy is like, you're gonna really have to trust yourself, because over time, like, your leg is like completely weak. You just had your hip surgery. Like, your hip is what you use to walk, and so like over time they have you put weight on it. Like, on your crutches at first, they only want you to put like 20 pounds weight on it, and then like as you move up, it'll be like 30 pounds on it, 50 pounds, over time. So now I'm able to do, like, it's not, I don't put as much weight on my left leg, because I had surgery on my right leg. I don't put as much weight on my left leg than my right leg, but I put enough on my right leg to be able to walk and stand, but I can't walk backwards. I can't walk backwards. I can't do like a side step walk. Like, I can, but I just have to have like a bar. Walking backwards really does hurt. We're working on that in therapy now. But I'm just happy to be off my crutches, because they are so annoying. Like, all the click, 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 clack, click, clack, getting in and out the car. You gotta like get your crutches out and walk with your crutches, and you gotta take the extra long by going up the ramp. Can't just go up the stairs. So it was like frustrating, because I like to just go up the stairs, get in there, do my thing. But you just gotta relax, go with the flow. It's a process. Take your time. But some symptoms that I had during before, so we're going to say from the time I had my surgery to current, my 7 weeks. So the things that I had issues, or not issues, but like symptoms, was I had muscle spasms, which my doctor and physical therapist, they said that's normal, of course, because I have medication for the muscle spasms. And I had a lot of stiffness, which is also normal, per my doctors. And my foot was numb, and I still have some places on my leg that are numb. I have popping, like, and what I mean by popping is like my tendons. My doctor says that I'm going to hear popping, because the tendons and things are moving back into place, because when they go in, they have to dig through and move things out the way. And so like over time, you'll hear like the pop, pop, pop. It's not like a constant. For me, it's been like every now and again. Like 2 weeks ago, I had like a huge pop. Like, I could hear it. Like, I thought I busted my stitches. It was really, really painful. Like, I yelled. But they just said that was like a bigger tendon or something, like scar tissue. But after like 2 days, it got better. Also, like, during the 2 days I had physical therapy, so like I couldn't continue with my regular therapy. I had to like step back a little bit and do some easier exercises. And but turns out like everything was good. I didn't tear my stitches. It was all okay. So now, and like my scars are like horrible. Like they're so awful. They're so ugly. I'm definitely gonna have to get a tattoo to cover them up. So one of my incisions have like a dip in it. Like my incisions are healed, but it has like a dip in it. I still have some pain spots around my incisions, and I do still have a couple numb places on around my incisions. My foot is not as numb as it was before. I have like some certain spots on my foot are still numb. My doctor said that should come back over time, and it has come back over time, but he said it is possible that it won't come back. So just be aware and don't freak out if you don't get it back. It is what it is. So uh, what else? You can't drive. Like my thing is like I haven't been able to drive, and it's been like awful depending on people to take you places and stuff. It's very frustrating. You get cabin fever because you're just in your room and you have to like rest a lot and lay down a lot, and ice a lot, and things like that. So, and I haven't been able to go to work, so like the coins ain't that good. But yesterday I have been released to go back to work with limitations and part-time, and so that's really good. So I'm happy to get back to making some coins. um, uh, Another thing is, I think it's called the hip flexor, I think my therapist said, but like I can't, like my leg is still, even though I'm released from my crutches with limitations, my leg, I can't like lift it up like that, just like boom. It's still like super weak. I can lift it up maybe like an inch or inch and a half, 2 inches, but it won't go up no more because it's so weak. So, and I'm still working on that, strengthening, and my, like, how you get in the car, you sit down, you put your, like, since my surgery's on my right hip, when you sit down in like your car, you put your left foot in or whatever, and then you like put your right leg in. I have to assist my leg like 90%. Like my leg can do like 10% of the work, but I'm doing like 90% of the work, and that still hurts. Um, going moving my leg like out and in. So we're working on that. I did therapy on that actually yesterday. Oh gosh, it was really painful, but it's all part of the process, you know. I'm still not able to drive even though I've been released from my crutches. I can't drive because due to I can't move my leg quickly and it needs like assistance. If like a car pulls out in front of me, my reaction time is not quick enough to slam on the brakes. So they said I have to be able to, do that, like, and have the force to push the brake enough, which I don't have. So we're now on like strengthening, and I am good with range of motion, but like I can't, like if I stand up, I can't bend down. Like if I'm standing up, I can't like bend down to like tie my shoe. It's still like a little painful, but you do have to, like, with physical therapy, like, you have to trust yourself. Like, my physical therapist, she tells me all the time, like, Lisa, you can do this. You just have to trust yourself, like, you gotta let go of the bar sometimes, you know. And she was like, you know, you can use it for assistance, but just try to, you know, not use it, because we got to get you back to walking normally. Which I can walk normally, but I do still put most weight on my left leg. Like I put weight on my right, but not full, so it's not like full. So one of the exercises I actually have to do, it's really crazy, is I actually have to sit down in a chair like I am in now. You can't sit on like a bed or like a couch or anything, but I literally have to, like, you know, put your legs 90 degrees and then like use both your legs to stand up. Like, don't like get up like this, you know, because I was using my arms to get me up. Like I wasn't able to just stand up. So we're working on that, which is still a little difficult, but hey, I'm getting through it, getting stronger and stronger day by day. I think that's about it. So that's basically from September the 13th to currently now, 7 weeks post-op. I will be doing another video, maybe 2 weeks. Um, Maybe, hopefully, I'm praying that I'll be able to drive in 2 weeks. If I'm not, that's okay. Just going with the process. But when I can drive again, I'm going to do another video, and so I'll explain from, you know, week 7 to whatever week that I am able to drive. But all I can say is, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, you have to get surgery. I know it's gonna suck, but you know, just at least you're able to get it fixed. And like, take your time, trust yourself, don't try to overdo it. um, Keep in contact with your doctor. Like if you have like any pains, any pops, anything, like, do take this advice: always contact your doctor and let them know what's going on, because you never know. It's like you can't see in between your leg, and you know, can't see deep into your leg. um, with the also want to say real quick, with the numbing foot, the reason why my foot is numb is because when they do the surgery, they have to put your foot in this boot, right? And then they have to pull your leg out of your body, not out of your body, but pull your leg to create space between your bones to fix what they're going to, you know, repair. So that, also look out for that. And I think that was like, that hurt. Like as the numbing came back, the numbing coming back, my foot did hurt. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Um, but you are gonna have pain. You know, it is what it is. Take your medicine. But yeah, that's all I have for you for like 7 weeks. You know, and you know, I want to give gratitude to all my caretakers, you know, to my family who's always, you know, who's been helping me, you know, when I couldn't get out the bed, you know, just bringing me food and bringing me drinks. And, you know, when I called them, they came, you know, and they are, you know, having to use their time to take me to therapy. And like with COVID, no, you can't go in there with me. So they have to like just sit outside for like 40 minutes. So, you know, I'm very grateful, and I'm very grateful to have people to help me be able to do that. So, I'll see y'all when I can drive again. Peace out.